Wake up, everyone! It's time for the Kids Corner. And I have a feeling that Mr. Jacob's radio is going to be switched on. And we'll all get to join our friends on the Kids Corner. There's sure to be programs, songs, and tons of fun. So get ready! There's no telling what kinds of adventure and lessons are in store on this week's Kids Corner. Well, here we go!
Are the rooms prepared, Ashley?
Yes, Lady Joy. They are all prepared. How many of the great Ninja Knight Masters will be coming?
I have heard of but 3. Arterio, brave and strong. Kylo, wise and fierce. And Everett.
Oh, the dashing and stalwart.
No, that's his father. This one is...
All right, who's ready for some collectible card gaming genius? Pow, zap, look out! Ugh! Oh yeah, check me out.
Oh, that Everett.
Hey girls, are the others here yet? I've got some serious card gaming domination to lay down.
You art the first to arrive, my lord.
Well, the morn is young. I guess I can chill. What kind of grub you got here?
This be only an online hangout. There art no foods or drinks hither.
Ah, yes. Well, let me know when the others get here. I'll be in this corner, checking my strats against the current meta.
You do that.
Do you have any idea what he's talking about, Joy?
Ninja Knight business. That's all I got out of that weirdness.
Yeah. Hopefully this doesn't become an all-out nerd fest. I was looking forward to spending time with friends, not just watching the guys play a game I don't understand.
I know what you mean, milady. When Master Jacob suggested a castle-themed hangout this weekend, I was expecting there to be games and stuff, but it looks like we might be the few who don't want to play Ninja Knight cards.
Well, while we have a say in what we do, want to listen to the radio?
Indeed.
Greetings, fair ones.
Hi, Mr. Jacobs. Or should I say, King Jacobs. How are you today?
I am well, Ashley. I see you got the message about it being a castle-themed hangout today.
I wouldn't miss this. I'm a lady in waiting.
And I'm the lady she waits on.
Very nice.
A lady in waiting? What is that?
It's kind of hard to explain, Everett.
Yeah. In castle times, they would go everywhere with royal ladies and help them out with their day.
Kind of a half-servant, half-best friend kind of deal.
It sounds kind of weird to me. Who'd want to be a servant for their best friend?
And where's your costume, Everett?
Yeah, no fair commenting on our choice of costumes if you were too lazy to dress up.
I dressed up. I'm a time traveler.
There's no such thing.
You don't know that. Besides, I don't have time for costumes. I've got a card game I'm waiting to play.
Card game?
He's waiting for Artie and Kyle to join so they can play Ninja Knights.
Yeah, the card game.
Card game, huh? How does that work?
It's 2020, Mr. Jacobs. We have ways.
Oh, of course.
Speaking of which, want to listen to the radio?
That sounds fun. Here, I'll start it up.
I'm back with my water. What did I miss, Ashley?
Just the end of the pond. Other than that, nothing much.
Weird.
What's that, Joy?
I just thought there'd be more people joining the hangout. I thought the castle theme would be exciting and fun, and everyone would be on at the same time.
Well, I'll admit, this is a few people less than I expected to be here. But even though it's not exactly as I planned it, I'm still having a good time.
But aren't you disappointed?
I know I am. I was looking forward to playing a game, and nobody here wants to play.
It is disappointing, Everett. But in times like these, it's important to remember that though it's good to plan, our plans are never guaranteed to work out the way we plan them to.
I know what that's like. I can't tell you how many times I've wanted to meet up with friends at church or the mall or something, and they can't make it for one reason or another.
Oh, that's the worst. You know, it would be great if we could just make things happen the way they're supposed to, and be in total control of everything.
I don't know about that, Joy.
What do you mean, Mr. Jacobs? Don't you want your plans to work out?
Well, it would be nice, but I sure don't want to have complete control over everything. That sounds like a lot of responsibility. Besides, I found a better way to live.
I don't get it. What could be better than getting all your plans to work?
Good question.
And I know what's coming next.
A drama script?
What else? I'll go find it. And now, from the online hangout of Lionel Jacobs comes the fabulous drama The Foolish Merchant, an adapted biblical teaching about control. Once upon a time, there was a merchant.
Greetings and high salutations to you all. Do you like my wares? They can be yours for the low price of... How much you got?
She would travel near and far doing business with whoever had coin.
You there, child.
Yes?
You have a coin.
My milk money?
What do you want for it?
Milk?
It's a deal.
She was very good at what she did, and she soon grew quite wealthy.
You know what? I'm pretty good at this merchant gig. I should make an investment.
A what?
An investment. You know, spending money to get more money. Let's see what the market report is saying.
And we're back with Medieval Marketplace. Let's see what the stocks are looking like.
We have 2 people in the stock right now. It seems they were very unruly fellows. Back to you, Cliff.
Thanks, Tim. In other reports, it seems that the city of Leeds is experiencing a huge increase in wealth. If you're a smart merchant, you're going to want to follow this lead to Leeds. And now, back to our weather department. We're a huge...
Well, that's where I'm off to next.
Where?
Leeds. It's a great city full of wealth, and that means it's ripe for my wares. I'll buy some wagons and boats and spices and all kinds of other luxuries to sell at the market there. And then, after a few years of sales, I'll be rich.
But you're already rich.
I'll be even more rich.
And so, the merchant set out doing just that. She bought all kinds of luxuries and put them in brand new wagons. Then she loaded all those wagons on her brand new ships and then sailed out to sea.
To Leeds.
Bye.
But what the merchant didn't realize is that a storm was passing over the sea, and it was getting stronger.
That's right, folks. As I was saying before, being so rudely interrupted, there is a huge storm coming. Seek shelter, and by no means should you go sailing. It's too dangerous.
The moral is, sometimes we think that we have everything worked out. We make schedules and plans that are foolproof, but in the end, the simplest thing can throw them off. God tells us not to depend on our plans to give us peace, but to rely on Him. His plans are perfect, and no matter how bad things get, in the end, they never fail. Looking pretty thoughtful there, Everett. Is everything okay?
I was just thinking about the drama, about the merchant. Is that really in the Bible?
The story isn't exactly, but the teaching it's based off of is. James 4:13 to be exact.
Okay, but the moral does bring up an interesting question, Mr. Jacobs.
What's that, Ashley?
If we're not supposed to depend on our plans, then why should we make them at all?
Yeah, if we don't have plans, then they can't go wrong.
Although I see where you girls are coming from. That's not quite what James is talking about in that chapter.
Then what is he saying, Mr. Jacobs?
A little later in the chapter, James tells us to go ahead and make our plans, but always to keep in mind that it's not our own power that's going to make them work. God's always in charge, and if we are His children, then it's His plans that will happen. This doesn't mean that our plans aren't worth making, but it does mean that when it comes down to it, God's plans are the ones that come out on top.
Well, yeah, He's God. Of course His plans are going to work.
All this talk of making our own plans and wanting to be in charge reminds me of a chapter in Philippians where it says that when Jesus was on earth, He didn't want to be in charge, but instead made himself a servant. Obeying God instead of looking out for his own plans, he humbled himself to the point of being killed like a criminal for us all.
That's pretty humble.
It sure is, Ashley. And just like it says in James 4:10, if we humble ourselves, God will make us great.
That's really weird. We have to become humble to become great? How does that work?
With God, nothing is impossible.
Still, it's kind of confusing.
It is that, Joy. That's why in Proverbs 3, we're told to trust in God, and not necessarily in just what we can understand.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, well, I've got to get going. Mom said I can only be online for a couple hours. I think I hear her coming to tell me it's time to get off.
All right, Everett. See you later.
We'd better get going too. Thanks for talking with us, Mr. Jacobs.
No problem. See you girls later.
Bye!
So now then, how do you turn this thing off again? Ah, here we go.